Stonewalling happens when one person shuts down during conflict and becomes emotionally unreachable. They may stop speaking, give one-word answers, leave the room, stare at a screen, or act as if the conversation does not exist. To the other person, it can feel like talking to a wall. Stonewalling is different from taking a healthy pause. A healthy pause is explained. I am overwhelmed. I need 20 minutes, and I will come back. Stonewalling gives no clear return. It removes connection, information, and repair at the moment when the relationship most needs them. The behavior often appears during difficult conversations about money, intimacy, family, trust, parenting, or repeated disappointment. One partner wants engagement. The other partner feels flooded, criticized, trapped, or unable to respond. Instead of saying that, they disappear emotionally. Inside the stonewalling person, the experience may be panic rather than indifference. Their heart rate may rise, thoughts may freeze, and every sentence may feel dangerous. Shutting down becomes a way to avoid saying the wrong thing or feeling more shame. The outside looks cold. The inside may feel overloaded. For the partner on the receiving end, stonewalling can feel punishing. They may think, you do not care, you are trying to control me with silence. Sometimes that is true. Silence can be used as punishment. But sometimes it is a poor coping strategy from someone who never learned how to stay present under emotional pressure. Stonewalling becomes damaging when it repeats. One conflict is not resolved, so the next conflict carries the old one. The speaking partner gets louder or more desperate. The withdrawing partner shuts down faster. Over time, both people start reacting to the pattern before they even hear the issue. A common cycle looks like pursuit and withdrawal. One person pushes for answers because silence feels unsafe. The other person withdraws because pressure feels unsafe. The more one pursues, the more the other retreats. The more one retreats, the more the other pursues. The cycle becomes the enemy. Stonewalling can begin in childhood or past relationships. If someone grew up around yelling, criticism, or emotional unpredictability, silence may have once been the safest option. That history may explain the pattern, but it does not remove responsibility. Adult relationships still need communication and repair. The first repair step is naming the shutdown without attacking. Instead of saying, you never talk, a partner might say, I think we are getting stuck because you are overwhelmed and I am feeling abandoned. This gives the conversation a shared problem instead of turning one person into the problem. The stonewalling partner needs a replacement behavior. Silence alone is not enough. A better response is, I want to talk about this, but I am flooded. I need 30 minutes and then I will come back. The promise to return is what separates regulation from avoidance. The other partner also has work to do. If every attempt to talk begins with blame, sarcasm, or a long list of failures, shutdown becomes more likely. This does not excuse stonewalling. It means the conversation needs a starting point that the nervous system can survive. Timing matters. Serious issues should not be started when both people are exhausted, hungry, late for work, or already activated. A hard conversation has a better chance when both people know the topic, have time, and agree not to turn it into a courtroom. Body language can keep stonewalling alive. Crossed arms, eye rolling, turning away, checking the phone, or refusing eye contact can send the message that the relationship is closed. Even if words are polite, the body may say, I am not here with you. Repair requires presence, not only sentences. Small agreements help. A couple can decide that either person may request a pause, but the pause must include a return time. They can agree not to follow someone from room to room during a break. They can also agree that returning to the conversation is not optional. Stonewalling should not be confused with boundaries. A boundary protects someone from harm and is communicated clearly. Stonewalling blocks communication without repair. Saying, "A I will not continue while you insult me, but I can talk at 7. Is a boundary. Disappearing for 2 days with no explanation is not healthy repair. If stonewalling includes intimidation, contempt, repeated punishment, or emotional control, the issue is more serious than poor communication. In those cases, the silent treatment may become a form of manipulation. The relationship may need professional support, firm limits, or safety planning depending on the situation. The hopeful part is that stonewalling can improve when both people learn the pattern. The withdrawing partner learns to signal overwhelm and return. The pursuing partner learns to slow the start and respect a real pause. The goal is not perfect calm. It is staying connected enough to repair. A relationship does not fail because two people need breaks during conflict. It fails when breaks become exits. Stonewalling turns conflict into abandonment. Healthy pausing turns conflict into something the couple can survive. The difference is whether both people come back to the conversation with honesty, respect, and a willingness to understand. Stonewalling can be quiet, but its impact is loud. The partner who wants connection may start feeling invisible. They may replay the conversation alone, guess what the silence means, and become more anxious before the next discussion. Silence does not leave the room empty, it fills the room with uncertainty. Repair improves when both partners learn body signals. Tight chest, clenched jaw, racing thoughts, or numbness can warn that shutdown is near. Catching those signals early allows a pause before the conversation collapses. The pause works only if it includes a clear promise to return. The returning conversation should start smaller. Instead of reopening every wound, the couple can begin with one question. What was each person feeling right before the shutdown? That keeps the focus on the process, not on winning the entire conflict in one sitting. Accountability matters on both sides. The stonewalling partner owns the withdrawal. The pursuing partner owns any harsh startup, interruption, or escalation. Blame keeps the cycle alive. Shared accountability gives both people something they can change. If stonewalling has lasted for years, repair may feel awkward at first. A person who rarely names feelings may not suddenly speak perfectly. Early attempts may be clumsy. I am shutting down. Oi do not know what to say yet. Clumsy honesty is still better than disappearing. The relationship becomes safer when silence no longer decides the outcome. A pause can protect the conversation, but abandonment damages it. Stonewalling changes when both people know that conflict may be uncomfortable, but connection will not simply vanish when the topic gets hard. For example, if one partner asks about money and the other disappears into silence, the money issue remains unsolved and the silence becomes a second injury. If the quiet partner instead says, I am overwhelmed, but I will come back after dinner, the conflict still exists, but the relationship is not abandoned inside it. That difference changes everything. A useful repair phrase is simple. I am not leaving the conversation. I am taking a short break so I can come back better. That sentence gives the anxious partner reassurance and gives the overwhelmed partner room to calm down. It turns silence into a planned pause.